What's going on? I'm here to give my Jay-Z 444 album review. I know I'm about 2 weeks late, but I did that on purpose because I wanted to listen to it thoroughly and give it a real review. You know, the fanatics is going to say it's the best thing they ever heard. The haters are going to say that is whack and blah, blah, blah. So I wanted to give it a thorough listen and give my honest review on it. First and foremost, I'm a music head. I done owned every Jay-Z album, that came out. I used to get physical copies until 3, 4 years ago until streaming got popular. Now, of course, I got Spotify and stuff of that nature, title, whatever. So here go my review. Jay Z as a rapper is definitely top tier, probably top 10, top 15 of all times. That's of all times. Mainstream artists, top 15 or so, top 10, top 15. Um, there's a bunch of people that's better than him that might not get the credit. You know, a lot of people will put him over Rakim, but I'm a lyricist type person, so I'm definitely got him top 10, top 15, mainstream. If we want to add underground, he's way further than that. But let's stick on the topic. This album, 444, lyrical ability of the album, I'm giving that about a 6.5. It ain't really punchliney. It ain't really heavy on metaphors. And Jay ain't really never been a super lyrical cat to me. Like say he's not weak, he's not a bum, he's not a slouch, but he's never been as lyrical as people like Nas or Big Pun, just name a few. But like I say, he's not a mumble rapper either. He definitely got better bars than that. So I'm giving it about a 6.5 on the lyrical side of it. Production wise, I'm giving it a 7 or 8. I like the soulful beats, and there's no trap beats on there or no party beats. Some albums that's a make or break. This album that might have been probably a break because, like I said, depending on how the songs are structured, you might need a trap beat or a party beat. Kendrick Lamar did a all soulful, jazzy type album with To Pimp a Butterfly, but Kendrick is also more lyrical. He also forms his songs different. It ain't just a beat, verse, and that's it. Jay Z is pretty much, beat, verse, chorus, verse, songs over it. The song don't flip and all that type of stuff like Kendrick would do. So Kendrick could get away with soulful beats more than Jay Z can. Um, so production wise, I'm giving it a 7, 8 because I like the soulful beats and stuff. What else we got? We got content. What he's talking about. That's definitely a 9, 10. In the era for mainstream music where they ain't talking about nothing at all except for doing drugs, mess with women and money, you got to champion anytime somebody have something decent to say. So content wise, 444 is a 9, 10. Um, yep. What else we got? We got production. We got lyrical ability. We got um, what he's talking about. What else we got? The length of the album is short. It's 10 songs. Once again, mainstream is doing about 10 songs nowadays. But for some albums, that could be a make or break. Once again, for this album, this probably was a break because you wanted to hear a little more. Because he got like 4 songs or so that is nice content, and it's a few songs that drift off a little bit. Then you ready to hear the content again, and then the CD's over. Bam. So this might be a little short. So the length of the album, I'm giving that about a 7, 6.5, 7. So overall, I'm giving the album about 6.5, 7 points out of 10. 6.5, 7 points out of 10. It ain't his best album. So for those that say this is his best album, for those that say this is the best album of 2017, that statement and that opinion, that rating is definitely overrated. So my opinion, of course, everybody has their own opinion, but I would say the CD is overrated when it comes to people saying that this is a masterpiece or a classic. It's none of that. It's better than average. Like I said, mainstream music is super whack nowadays. Been whack for some years now. So, this CD definitely, is on a top level compared to that. Now, if we was comparing this CD to some of his old CDs like Reasonable Doubts or even Blueprint 3 or a couple other CDs, this CD will fall short. But for what's out now this day of time, it's above average CD. I'm giving it 6.5 to 7 points out of 10. Um, we could go through a few tracks if they don't flag me.
Kill Jay-Z. They'll never love you, they'll never be enough. Let's just keep it real, Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z. I mean, you shot your own brother. How could we know if we can trust Jay-Z?
That song right there, it's not really. Hove don't really get too personal, and that's another good thing. In this CD, he did kind of get personal, so that's a good thing. That's the first track. Production on that was decent. This is probably the best song to me, OJ Story. This got the most substance on the whole CD. What he talking about in this song is right. Production, old school sample. Let me see. Track 3. You hear the production. There's another one where he gets a little personal. Track 4. It's probably the most uplifting beat, probably. Not uplifting, but high tempo, whatever. That's track 4. So lyrically wise, it's nothing special lyrical wise. I ain't gonna go through the whole thing really. It's track 5. Like this beat, the thing in the beat might be a little much, but I like it. I like old school samples, like I said. So. Yeah.
My nigga got all white, no socks.
Track 6, track 6.
That's how you feel. Turn my vocal up. That's how you feel, Emery? Turn my vocal up some more. Turn my vocal up, Guru. Turn the music up too.
Track 7.
Now greetings to the world. Gangsta no live in a tenement yard. No. Good boy no live in a tenement yard. Watch it too much.
So track 7 and track 4, I think that was uplift. The beat was a little bouncy. A little bouncy. Track 8.
Yeah. Got a little close up here with me. Yeah. We stuck in la la land. Even when we win, we gon' lose. We got the same fucking.
That's one of them songs where the content is on point. Talking about how everybody sound the same, wearing the same stuff. I like that song. That was track 8. This track 9 right here.
Faster ducking when hope be bucking, chicken heads be clucking. Back when Ratchet was a ratchet and the vixen was a vixen and Jam Master Jay was alive, I was mixing.
This is the last song. Content-wise, on here is decent too.
Yeah.
Production is decent. But overall, like I said, it ain't.
Take those monies and spread across families. My sister Hattie and Lou, the nephews, cousins, and TT. Eric the rest of beef for whatever she wants to do. She might start an institute.
So yeah, overall, I'm giving it a 6.5, 7 point out of 10. Let me know what you think. All right, y'all. Peace.